So, like, in all seriousness, drunk? Come on. I know you're trying to play nice here, Mike, but
okay.
I think she's drunk, dude.
I think we should go down the middle here. I'm gonna say old timers with 2 martinis.
Oh, tea martinis? Nice. All right. I had a feeling.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, see, you know, old people like to have it. Yeah, I think they don't go totally wastoid, but I think, you know, when you get older and you do have a couple drinks, I think it hits you a little harder than when you're in your 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
absolutely.
also, I'm going to throw this out there. I think all these politicians are on some sort of cocaine-like substance. They're, you know, they're all dosed up on all sorts of.
Yeah, dude, she's grinding her teeth. That's why they keep falling out.
That's right.
She keeps doing like these weird jaw motions, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's usually what you see chicks doing at a club or a rave when they're rolling on ecstasy, actually. That's kind of the same.
Sure. Wow.
Well, that was Drunk Nancy. I wanted to throw it in there just for little shits and giggles, only because Nancy Pelosi, Mike. Dude, she's all over the news today, man. Did you see this?
Oh, she's about to be the shot heard around the world.
That's right. Yeah, it's a Ferdinand. Damn. All right.
I gotta give it to the Democrats on this one. They used her as bait. I don't blame you. I'm not mad at you. I gotta give you credit where it's due, man. They were like, we need a war. Throw Nancy out there. That's why she's been drunk, dude. They're just feeding her martinis.
Man.
She's going along with it, you know?
Hey, and I'm not gonna, you know, throw out too many theories out there, but maybe she just got a booster. We all know how people react to those boosters. Boost!
Could be the booster.
Oh, man.
I can't believe she... Yeah. They're throwing her out there, man. They're feeding her to the...
They're feeding her to the wolves. She's in Taiwan.
I was trying to think of a Chinese animal. What's a...
Yeah, the bear. The frog.
Do they have wolves?
I feel like they eat wolves, right? Isn't that what they do in China?
Do they?
Well, they eat dogs, so I imagine the wolf is like the wild dog.
The wild... Yeah. There's got to be wolves there, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's wolves.
Yeah.
Anyways, I really didn't think this was a big deal, and to be totally honest, dude, I didn't clip it, but Mitch McConnell like an hour ago came out and said, this is no big deal. House representatives travel to Taiwan and all sorts of countries all the time, and in fact, who the fuck is China to tell us where to travel? So I'm kind of into that. I'm kind of into it, actually. Who the fuck is China?
Who is China? It's their land.
It is, well, it depends who you are talking to, right, Mike?
Yeah, all right, we're going to go there with it, yeah.
Well, look, here's what's funny about the China and Taiwan thing is this is a complicated issue, and so for so many people to be like, on the right, people were saying, oh, Nancy Pelosi is going to start World War III, and on the left, I really couldn't gauge what their reaction was to this. You know, it seemed really like they wanted to ignore that it was going on.
I think they just kind of got... Yeah, I think they weren't really expecting to get caught in this position. And once China said don't go, Nancy Pelosi kind of was in a bad spot. Because now you have to go.
Right. What? Interesting.
Like,
yeah.
You can't back down now. But now you have to accept the consequences.
Funny you say that.
Yeah.
I took it as I think China made a bold statement by claiming they would have to react militarily. Did you see they cut that video out on Twitter? It was like all their military forces and how ready and prepared they are to go to battle. And I feel like...
To be fair, that's how they get ready for lunch. You see the way those people move? Every single file.
Dude, I feel like we called China's bluff, actually, on this. And it was oh, really? You're willing to shoot down a plane with a U.S. delegate in it? Really? Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see, China. Are you really ready to go to fisticuffs on a World War scale?
They never directly said they would shoot down her plane.
I think one of the Chinese upper peoples mentioned that they were gonna.
Yeah, and they hung him the next day. No problem.
Yeah, I know.
Took care of this.
And he's dead.
And I think they're gonna wait till she. Oh, I think they're gonna wait till she leaves. I don't think they're gonna do anything to Nancy. You're right. You can't attack America, but once she's gone, they're gonna take over Taiwan.
Well, we've been talking about this for a while. That now's the time, right, for China to do it.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the move.
We're at our weakest. I mean, literally, our president is a mixture of 3 different video clips at this point. So we don't know who's making the calls in the White House, you know?
They just can't get the clones right. I don't know what they're doing with it.
Dude, I didn't clip it, but there was Alex Jones did a whole thing about how Joe Biden is now basically the animatronic puppets that they bring out at Chuck E. Cheese. He stole my joke. Alex Jones stole my joke, dude.
He must be listening.
He's listening. I knew it. Thanks, Alex. We appreciate your viewership.
Yeah, you can have that one.
That's right. All right, let's go to it since we've been teasing. Here's Pelosi in Taiwan.
The Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, is in Taiwan tonight, and China is already responding. Pelosi's late-night landing was quickly followed by news of Chinese military drills all around the island. John Yang has this report.
The stars and stripes aglow on the tail of her plane. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi arrived in Taipei just before 11 p.m. local time. Taiwan welcomed her with a message displayed on its highest skyscraper. Outside her hotel, dozens of people awaited her arrival, some to salute the visit, like 29-year-old finance worker Simon Lin.
Thank you, U.S. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, for ignoring China's threats.
Others to protest it. The trip has drawn the ire of Beijing, which considers Taiwan a breakaway province and sees Pelosi's stop as a threat to Chinese sovereignty. Today, a Chinese foreign ministry spokesman repeated threats of military action.
If the U.S. is bent on going its own way, China will take resolute and strong measures to safeguard China's sovereignty and security interests.
Across the 100-mile-wide Taiwan Strait, it's a battle of drills. As soon as Pelosi arrived, China announced the beginning of air and sea military exercises around the island. Ahead of the visit, China put its military on high alert and flew fighter jets close to Taiwan. This past weekend, the People's Liberation Army conducted live fire exercises and released a highly produced video showing off its ability to defend the mainland. Taiwan responded with its own set of military exercises. But today, the official websites of Taiwan's presidential office and foreign ministry were both hacked. Amid threats of escalation, the United States has deployed 4 warships to waters east of Taiwan. U.S. officials maintain the speaker's trip is a routine congressional visit. Officially, the United States recognizes one China and has no diplomatic relations with Taiwan. But U.S. law commits the United States to help Taiwan defend itself. In a statement after her arrival, Pelosi, a longtime critic of Beijing, called the visit one of several congressional delegations to Taiwan, and it in no way contradicts long-standing United States policy. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm John Yang.
Hey, thanks, John. That was a great report there, Yang. Good stuff. I like how they sent the Asian guy to do the report. Did you notice that?
You have to, in case there's a slip-up.
That's right.
You know, if he's like... Someone bumps into him, these fucking flat-faced guys, dude. Like, oh, sorry.
Look where you're going.
Okay,
Open
John.
up your eyes. Come on.
It's okay, John. You're good. I don't know, man. It does go against their policy, though, right? I think that's what China was kind of proving.
Yeah, I think the Democrats...
Because their policy is one China. That's what that's why
Exactly.
they're saying it doesn't go against our
Right.
policy. It's one China. So they're saying Taiwan is part of China.
Yeah.
But then China said, "Don't come over,"
Right.
and you came over.
Yep.
So what do you? How does that not go against your policy?
Sounds like it's a little disrespectful.
Frank, I agree that barn is yours. And you
Right.
don't want me to go in it.
It's in my yard.
Yeah, but the cow invited me in.
Oh, that stupid fucking cow.
Yeah?
Every time. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know what you
who
mean.
are you, Frank? I don't know. I don't think it's going to start World War III, but I do think this is going to trigger. I think they're going to take over Taiwan.
Probably. Maybe.
Did you see any clips of the Taiwanese military?
No.
Yeah, all they got is bottle rockets.
Yeah. No, in the clip, it's really funny, dude. They're showing like China and America. They don't show anything, and they're like, and Taiwan. They don't show nothing.
China has aircraft carriers. The fuck do you got, Taiwan? They're gonna surround your itty bitty island with the fucking crazy fleet. Dude. And look at, if you think we're coming to help you, go talk to Ukraine.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Go talk to Hong Kong.
Wow.
Or, you know?
Hong Kong was scary. What happened there? Definitely.
Ah, dude, it's just, come on, we're not gonna come. We talked about it in the other episode, dude. I'm not gonna volunteer to go fight for Taiwan.
Right.
And I wouldn't expect any American to go die for it. Right?
100%.
So,
yeah.
You're on your own there, guys. We'll send you some rockets and shit. And only until, holy shit, you haven't seen Zelensky in the news, have you?
The pandemic has put on hold lives of millions of people around the world.
Get out of here!
Yeah. Frank, you haven't seen him, have you?
Oh,
No interviews, no
Vogue, man.
celebrities.
Vogue was a bust.
So, it wasn't exactly the Vogue thing. You know why the media had the green light to go after him for the Vogue thing?
Ooh, I'm excited for...
Nobody's really interviewing him anymore, and you're not really hearing about the money anymore.
No, that's right.
It's about to come out that there's a little bit of corruption going on, and he might not be the squeaky clean hero that everybody said he was.
What, are you trying to say that they were, like, embezzling a little bit?
Yeah.
No way, dude. No way. There's no way.
Wait a minute. Yeah, there's a little bit here and there. Yeah. You know, a little bit of money that they received. It just kind of went to companies that only Zelensky and his mooks owned.
Wow, of course.
Yeah.
Z's mooks. Who would have thunk it? And, you know, I assume 10% of all of that went... what's the name? What's the guy? The big guy!
It's gonna find its way to Hunter. Hunter, who do you think owns the factory that makes Z sleeves?
Oh,
It's Hunter.
Hunter's T-Shirts Incorporated? I had no idea. Hunter's crack pipes and sleeves. That's the only thing they specialize, actually.
Crack pipes and sleeves that the crack pipes fit into.
Oh, that's right. Dude, that explains the little pocket on the sleeve. It's for his crack pipe. Made by Hunter.
Only a crackhead thinks about that, man.
That's right, dude.
What kind of crackhead are you that like, no, this t-shirt's great, but I need a pocket. With a zipper.
Yeah. Could you put a little Nazi
the run
symbol
from
on
the
that pocket? Yeah, just a little one. I don't want to be too obvious. Come on.
Something like when I'm running away from the mob in the middle of the night. I want to know my drugs are safe, you know?
And I want a tiny little Nazi symbol, but not the classic one, like the New Age one. So that way, all those suburban people in America, they'll still put my Nazi emblazoned flag up, and they won't know what they're celebrating. Yeah, nobody will know. They'll be celebrating Nazis. They don't even know, those idiots. There's a guy down the street, he's Canadian, he's got his Canadian flag, and then he's got his Ukraine flag. It's just...
No U.S. flag, huh?
Oh,
it's
no.
It's funny because that's where you decided to live.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Like,
exactly.
You bought a house and set up a life, and you're living in the U.S., but
exactly.
No, go ahead. And we're allowing you to fly that Canadian and Ukraine flag, you fucking...
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things that this guy is, no doubt. First of all, how can you celebrate that dipshit in Canada, Trudeau? That he is literally maybe one of the worst leaders in the world. Like he literally hates his own people to the maximum extreme. It's unbelievable what he's done to Canadians.
Come on. He loves the Cubans.
Oh, the Cubans. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. His people. I spoke incorrectly.
He's been great to them.
His comrades. You're right. Yeah. How could I forget? Yeah, and he hates Canadians. He's there to destroy them and their culture. Exactly.
Oh, fuck the French. You know? They're just the cold French.
That's the Canadians.
What's worse than a French fry? A cold French fry. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. I want the cold French.
Oh,
yeah, how could you brag about that, dude? I would hide that flag. Man.
I would hide both flags. First of all, I would never purchase a Ukrainian flag. Look, I'm Italian and Polish. Do I own either flag? No. No, I don't.
No. I own an American flag.
I live in America. Got an American flag.
Yeah.
It's the only one you need in the country you live in. I truly believe that. You know?
Yeah.
Even our dad had an American flag in front of our house. And he was an immigrant.
Loves America, man. He became a citizen.
Yeah.
In the 60s.
That's right. Are you seeing the Ukraine flag anywhere now?
No, man, it's kind of disappearing.
It's gone. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Good call.
You know what else? It really disappeared with those stupid signs that all lives matter or Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
Nobody's illegal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one recently. It was faded and rain damaged, and it was like stuck in the backyard.
Oh,
yeah, somewhere. Yeah, like you could see it on the pathway, a pathway that goes by the backyards. They moved it from the front lawn to the back lawn against the fence like a year ago, and it's just deteriorating slowly.
It's over. Yeah, that thing is over. That was such a stupid fad.
You mean this country's the most racist country in the world? It literally just doesn't hold up to anything. You could compare America to literally 1,000 countries in this world. So much more racist.
but not only that, man, the virtue signaling. Like, oh God, I'm gonna put this sign up. And then you would go to a neighborhood, like I would literally go to a rich white neighborhood where everybody had that sign up, right?
Yeah.
And then I would go to like the most deteriorated black neighborhood. Nobody had that sign. Right. Nobody cared. They all were like trying to get ahead, you know?
Yeah, they weren't spending their money on stupid signage. They're spending their money on food and gas, probably baby formula.
How about instead of buying those signs, how about you hire a landscaper for just somebody on the south side?
Wow.
That'll clean up one house.
Wow.
And then if everybody does that, then the neighborhood will start to look better. And you know what? It might start fixing the neighborhood.
And Mike, you're talking about like community service and getting down and dirty, working. People don't want to do that shit, man.
I mean, trust me, I've been all through the south side. They don't need you to put up a fucking BLM sign in your house on the north side. They need you to pay for a plumber so that they can shit in the toilet and it makes it to the sewer.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely, Mike. And when it comes to your shit, no, when it comes to going down the toilet, all lives matter, dude. Come on, we all of us want
Frank,
the poop to go down the toilet.
In the plumbing world, all shit matters.
Yes, hey, all right, I love it.
We don't discriminate.
Let's get some signs with that. Let's get some T-shirts. Come on, people.
All shit matters, and we want it to flow. Everybody deserves to have their shit flow,
Yeah, seriously. All shit matters. I like that.
Dude, the problem is, you go down there, they can't afford good plumbers, so then they get some fucking half-ass dude who probably worked for our company for a couple months and then quit because he thought he was the king.
Right.
And now he's just going around fucking up people's plumbing.
Oh, yeah.
And ripping them off,
Oh, I know exactly about that. I worked at a bar for 5 years, and the owner of that bar owned it for 20. And the building itself, okay, is 100 years old. It was originally in 1890. It was like a barber shop, right?
Wow.
And then at one time, it was actually the holding jail cell for the courthouse. You know?
Wow.
Seriously, yeah, it went through all these changes, and then it became a pub and tavern, then it was redone, but,
100 years is a long
time, right? Long time.
Yeah.
So you would think you're running a 100-year bar for 20 years, you'd probably want to get some true professionals to work on your plumbing, your electrical. No. The owner there, he had his best friend, his lifetime friend, and I shit you not, true name, his name is Steve Rogers, Captain America.
Wow. That sounds fake.
His real name was Steve Rogers, and
damn.
Here's Steve Rogers. He was a jack of all trades, man, and he's no longer with us these days. But when I was there for the 5 years, the first 4, Steve Rogers fixed everything. All the plumbing, all the electrical. And man, the electrical running through the ceiling was so hazardous and insane. Like, how the place never burnt down. It's just beyond me. And after Steve passed away, we had to bring on a real professional plumbing crew to fix this smell that seemed to just last in the bar forever. And you're gonna love this
like
as a
$20,000.
They figured out what's going on, and they're quoting some what the work they have to do to get rid of the smell and fix the flow of materials out of the bar. And the guy, as an aside, goes, "Oh, real quick, what company was doing your plumbing before us?" Well, it wasn't a company, actually. It was my friend Steve. And the guy goes, "Oh, that explains a lot. All right. So, this is the work we're going to have to do now." So I get it. I hear what you're saying when it comes to people looking for the cheap way out for plumbing. Everybody's always got that friend who maybe did a little plumbing here, maybe a little electrical work there, maybe a little carpentry
and they'll make
work.
It, man. They'll make it work.
And they
might even make it work for a couple of years.
Exactly, for maybe 3 or 4 years.
You don't know what's going on, man. It could be like building up. Yeah. And then before you know it, like, oh, well, now it's just too late. Like, we gotta find.
Yeah, to give you the rundown, we had this sewage smell that would never leave and just get worse when we would empty the sinks. And it became clear that there were all these little fix-it things that occurred over the years, but they never attacked the real problem. And basically, a sewage well developed under the floors and just ate away at all the floorboards and everything.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So
sounds about right.
Hey, Steve Rogers, American hero. I love the guy. Rest in peace, brother. You're a good man.
Dude, it happens to us all the time, man. Like, I'll have to go out to a call. Professionals. It happens to everybody. Just don't, like, I'll go out there because another guy was rotting a line. He was rotting the kitchen sink to clear it. Fucking, he got it open. Everything's flowing. Everything's good. He charges the customer, goes home. The next day, we get a call. They're freaking out because nobody realized he just poked a hole in the pipe.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you can be a jack of all trades. That's great, but man, it takes so long to master a single trade.
Absolutely.
I've been doing it for. I mean, you're talking 4 years now, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Man, every week I run into something. I'm like, holy shit! I've never seen this before. You know?
Oh,
that's doing this just one thing every day.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing. Well,
that's so funny.
Jack of all trades, and speaking of jacks,
master of none.
Did you see? Are you familiar with Jack Posobiec? Posobiec?
I seen him on Twitter. He's like the king of Twitter, I guess.
He is the king of. I mean, he must have the best bot team on the planet, dude. Second maybe to Elon.
Yeah.
I think Elon doesn't even. He doesn't even have a phone. I believe he just telepathically tweets. Right? He just shoots his thoughts into Twitterverse, and they just like enter the internet.
No, dude, You know his shit has to go through, like, he tweets or he'll write something, but then it has to go through a team of people.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
After that one time where he like fucked with the Tesla stock.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
I always think, like, man, I wonder what tweets he can't put out there.
Right.
You know?
I would love to see the tweets that got filtered out by his team during the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Oh
yeah.
man.
Just like flat out rejected. Like, nope, no tweaking, just rejected. Cannot. Don't even try another one.
Elon, stop trying to talk about the threesome you had with Amber Heard. Stop.
Listen, we understand the turd was yours, but we don't want the public to know. Okay? We're gonna keep that. That would be the ultimate, dude. Not only you fucking Johnny's wife, but you shit in his bed. Oh,
secretly? I love
great.
that. He probably flew in like a tiny drone holding the turd, and then it just dropped.
Riding it like the Green Goblin, dude. Just fucking right into the window.
I was thinking more, he had one of his rockets that can launch, land, and relaunch again, and then land again, you know? And it just like, and then the...
No, dude, he actually just took a shit on a little platform, and then it went into a tiny little rocket.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. And then it lands on their bed.
It lands on the bed, and then the rocket shits it out.
Yeah, drops the payload. Off. Yeah, exactly, and then it flies off.
That's so good.
Absolutely. That's definitely what happened.
Elon shit the whole time.
And here's the thing about Elon is he could use like a normal drone, but no, he used an actual mini rocket ship that like launched off and then landed and then relaunched off of Johnny Depp's bed after it dropped his poop payload. Oh my god, dude. When it comes to Elon, I think nothing is out of the possibility, right? It's all definitely.
He might have invented teleporting just so he could teleport the turd.
Yeah, the teleportation door opens and it's just his ass that comes out. He pinches the loaf.
Butt cheeks and the turd comes out the middle. And then he destroyed the machine so nobody can know. It's too powerful for men to have.
Oh my god, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of kings of Twitter, Jack Posobiec, I guess, did you see this? He got into a fight with, and I only brought it up and was into it today because we just did a whole show on like Jon Stewart. Like, did you see this?
No, I didn't see. No.
It was all over the right side Twitter sphere, if you will. So Jon Stewart was in front of the Capitol today or yesterday. I think it was today. And he was protesting this bill. And then Jack Posobiec was there. And Jon Stewart lost his ever-loving mind, man. And went completely berserk. And was just...
Jack?
Yes, and was just screaming in his face like an insane maniac.
Dude, we need to get John a job.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
it's Tuesday afternoon. He's out there getting into a fight. We need a job.
All right, I got
a greeter at Walmart.
The clip, I have it, man. It's really bizarre. Like, it's very surreal. It's Jon Stewart and a bunch of like fat liberals yelling at like. I think this guy Jack Posobiec. I think he's like a veteran. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know anything about him, to be honest with you. I don't know anything about him.
Well, he's got a.
Sometimes he's got some funny tweets.
He's a famous podcaster, I guess, or he does I can't remember what company he's for. And OAN? No, I can't think. I don't know what he's doing. But I wish I could just pronounce his name correctly. That's the biggest problem with it.
I know. Yeah. Take a note from Jon Stewart there, Jack. Gotta fucking change that last name.
Yeah, I think he works for OANN, network, the one that Trump was really into.
One American News Network.
On Turning Point USA. He does the Human Events, I guess, is his show. I don't know what his deal is and why he was there, but he got into a big fight with Jon Stewart, and Jon Stewart is literally, I think he is the representation of liberals right now, in my opinion.
John, this mother thinks that this bill is bull.
That's Jon Stewart just screaming.
So you tell him that it's bull. That there's a $400 million court thing in there. You tell them. These people have suffered for 15 years because you're a fucking troll. You're a troll. Not in good faith.
I'm for the bill.
You're not in good faith.
My question is,
What are you
John,
trying to do here? What?
why is John? I'm not even against you guys.
Then what are you doing? Then what are you posting? You're lying. You're lying.
All you do is
You're a liar. You're a liar. You
insult.
haven't been working on this thing
All
for
you do is
years.
call names.
I've been on the
Because I
Hill
was serving
with
in
the
the military,
Republicans
John.
and with the
I
Democrats.
served.
I don't give a
There's
fuck.
difference. You
So
keep
did he.
screaming.
I
I
know
know.
This is just a bunch of liberals and Jon Stewart yelling at this guy, Jack, just standing there. He's literally just standing there, like being like, come on, let's just talk about it.
Let's talk, dude. Talk
And,
about it.
If I could give you a little description, Jack is wearing a suit and tie, or maybe no tie, but he's wearing a suit and he's dressed professionally. And Jon Stewart and all these maniacs are wearing T-shirts and all sorts of crap, and they just look like crazy people. It's really
they're
funny.
Just screaming, dude.
They're-
You guys aren't even coming to the table to negotiate.
Literally, they're just screaming, and there's a little more to it here.
You're the one calling. Have I called you names since we came here today? What did I call you?
You called me names online and you've done all this
What
stuff.
have I called? And you
all
called
you
me
do
names
is lie.
today. What have I
All
called
you do is
and
lie.
you're calling
why-
names
wait a
today.
minute, I wanna know-
I came to
Forget
you
your
with
animals.
faith and
Why-
ask
why-
you. You would have a
Hold on,
meeting.
John, but I have a question.
Why?
What are you doing?
Today.
No, but
I'm
why
done
are you
now.
recording
It's
this?
so childish.
It is.
Sick and dying.
Will you have a meeting
Shame!
with
You wait.
Shame! 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 Shame!
Oh my god, dude. The mob.
What the fuck?
Thank you, Officer Williams.
They called the cops. They called the cops.
Jon Stewart
comes
people?
by and he tries to spread misinformation and get something for his brand and film it and do this all this stuff, and I don't want to put up with it, so I fucking screamed at him because that's what he deserves, because he's a fucking asshole.
And what are you
These
doing?
people are determined,
Right.
and they're not going to relent, and I'm not going to put up with that. And he's not coming into here and saying that bullshit. Not happening. Thank you.
All right. Did you hear that
You're
nonsense?
doing exactly what you just. You're doing exactly what you just accused him of doing.
Yeah,
You're just there to fucking raise your brand and and
exactly.
raise awareness. Get the fuck out of here, Jon Stewart, man. What is that?
What
Have a
happened?
conversation. Democracy is, I want $400 billion. I don't want to spend $400 billion. Well, we'll do it out of this fund. Okay. Like, that's democracy.
Yeah.
Not, I want this, you give me this. Come on, guys.
And now I scream about it.
And now I scream it until I get my way. I'm gonna scream about it.
And then not only that, they started chanting shame. That was the weirdest, creepiest part about that whole incident.
I was well informed that the adults were in charge. Well, the adults are screaming and yelling and crying and,
Yeah.
boogers flying out your nose. And the quote-unquote child is sitting there in a suit waiting for his turn to talk. Like, what?
Right.
That's insane. You guys are insane.
Yeah. Completely insane. And Jon Stewart, man, I used to love his show. I used to really kind of respect the guy, as far as calling out the media for their bullshit. I love that. And lately, this last honestly 4 or 5 days, man, he's just gone down the toilet in a big way.
Dude, I gotta tell you something, man. This is coming from a veteran. One, nobody speaks for all veterans. Right? We're such a large group. We're so diverse. There's no way. No way you can speak for every veteran. But I will tell you that, like, Jon Stewart, most veterans I know are very wary about somebody that's, like, doing this grandstanding and all this, and they never served themselves.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
And it's almost like you do these huge grandstanding things every time you're trying for a comeback. Like,
wow.
We're not stupid. You know?
That's a great call, actually. I really didn't even kind of put that in my mind. Like, why is he so into this?
Why are you so into it? You know? Why isn't Dan Crenshaw out there? The guy who lost an eye and is in the Senate. Why isn't he out there like, no, Jack, don't even shame! Because he's an adult and he's in there negotiating.
Right.
And he actually does care about the vets.
And I don't even know how he voted on the bill. I'm kind of curious now, to be honest.
I'm going to assume that he voted a certain way that they didn't want to talk about. Otherwise, they would have been parading him all around CNN.
Very interesting. Yes.
Right?
Yeah, good call.
That's what I mean. Like, dude, we get it. I can't speak for all veterans, but veterans are not stupid, especially because we've been in this. We've been the pawn in the system. We volunteered for it. We get it. You know what I mean? We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. And I find the whole thing bizarre. I thought his little feud with Ted Cruz was strange.
Who's the Republican governor from Nebraska? I guarantee you he voted down the bill. And why isn't there a video of Jon Stewart attacking him on camera and everything? You know why? Because nobody would have cared. And nobody would have watched the video. So what did he do? He goes after Jack Posobiec. And he's going to make a big scene because he wants the fucking Twitter sphere to go nuts.
You're right.
And
he needs a trend.
It's a big publicity. He is the troll. You're just the left troll.
Wow.
You're a left troll who went after the right troll. It's just we get, and don't fucking sit here with the veterans, dude. Go fuck yourself, dude.
Great call. I didn't even look at it that way, but you're right. Jon Stewart is equal troll. Equal level troll. I love it. That's perfect.
Well, you cared about the veterans so much. Well, then when you were 30 years old, you should have volunteered, and then you could have stood next to one of them and guarded him.
Wow,
right?
yes.
But
wow.
you didn't. You went and you were fucking chicks and doing comedy tours, and, you know, and great. I'm happy for you. But you didn't care about him then, and you don't care about him now, except to help your career.
Wow. Great call. And, Mike, that's amazing, actually. There's a second part to it. If you watch the clip, Jack and John and another fella who I believe is a veteran who's with John, they go off and talk, and then they film a little quick clip just for Twitter, right? Part 2.
Yeah. This is Jack Posobiec. I'm here with Tim Jensen of Grunts.
Posobiec! I was so close.
Okay.
I was so close.
God, you got so many unnecessary letters.
Just get rid of like an I at least, man. Make it easier on me.
Change that O to an A. Come on, man.
Give me some help here.
Help you, buddy. Just help me help you. All right.
Jack Posobiec, take it away.
My name looks like police. I just answered to police. Okay. Help me help you.
You know, we're gonna have to change ours for showbiz reasons, Mike. We'll have to figure something out there.
No, it's comedy gold, dude. It's poo lice.
Oh, perfect.
That's after monkeypox. You get the poo lice.
Oh, watch out! Cover your buttholes. There it comes. Oh my god. Woo.
Yep.
Monkeypox is coming, especially if you went to Kinkfest, folks. I hope nobody went to Kinkfest. We'll get there later.
Yo, play more of that Posobiec. I gotta hear this.
Posobiec, give us the lowdown and how you resolved this issue like men, please.
This is Jack Posobiec. I'm here with Tim Jensen of Grunt Style, and
Hello.
Jon Stewart is also here. Jon Stewart.
What a sheepish little guy.
What the?
Hello.
Hi.
Are you kidding me?
Let me with Jon Stewart. Here.
Present.
Oh,
John, be a man. Say your
What
name. You're viral now. This is what you want. This is what you wanted. Now everyone's
We're
gonna.
all looking at you.
We're all gonna tune into your show on Apple whatever whenever you air. Did I get that right?
Not only did I not know you have a show, I still don't know what platform that is. You know what You had a show for a year. I found out about it 2 months ago, and I still don't know where to find it. So, you guys failed on the marketing thing.
Oh man.
My brother used Google and got me on Spotify. I don't know. You want me to give you his number? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, seriously. I'm sure his show will be great when it comes back on, if it ever does. I can't wait. But we'll give it. Here's Jack Posobiec and the sheepish Jon Stewart.
And I have decided to come to agreement. Have we not, John?
Yes, sir. I lost my temper a little bit. I felt like I was being trolled, and I realized that the important thing is just got to get this done for these guys and get them over the finish line to get the health care they need.
We're at 98%. Let's get it over the last 2%.
Please.
Is that fair?
Fair.
Shake on it.
7-5, brother.
Do or die.
There it is.
Yeah, beautiful.
Like men should. Sure, they got into an argument. They shook hands and agreed. I like that. I think we need more of this today. More people doing this. I like that. And Jack Posobiec could have been a total douche and not recorded that second part and let it float out there. Jon Stewart being a raving lunatic.
No, and I know he laughed at him, but it does make John look better. I'm glad that he
absolutely
manned up, came to an agreement, calmed down. You know, you're a little too old to lose your cool like that. That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. I dig it. Our dad in his 50s, like, almost killed a guy for touching his bumper. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it.
It happens.
You're old. You're pissed off. You know. All right.
Yeah.
But I
do
love
hope
that
they
shook
come
hands.
to an agreement. I hope they pass it.
Me
These
too.
guys they do deserve the money. They deserve the care.
Absolutely. And
at the same time, I don't want to spend another $400 billion on climate bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
or Ukraine.
We're in the middle of the worst inflation in 40 years. Could we really just be careful about how much money we're spending?
Exactly, man.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I want the veterans to get help, but it's not going to help them if they get care for their burn pits, but then they can't afford food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They can't even feed their kids. No, I get it, and I'm
my medical bills are paid for, but I can't afford food. I'm fucked. I don't care about my medical bills. You really stop caring about medical insurance when you can't afford food. You just kind of stop caring about everything when you can't afford food.
This is true.
Right?
Yeah. Well, prices are going down, I've noticed. Joe Biden keeps tweeting out that gas is cheaper than it was a month ago, which is great. Right?
Yeah, it's all because of him, dude. He can't do anything when it goes up.
That's right.
When it goes down, it's all because of him.
It's out of my control, Jack. Come on, Corn Pop.
if Corn Pop stopped pulling the lever.
They're fucked in Germany. Did you see what's going on there, man? They're like rationing energy, and they're doing like planned blackouts coming up soon.
Yeah, they're burning coal, man.
Burning
have you seen
coal.
all the memes of the trains with all the coal?
Yes.
And it says electric car fuel. Dude, you people are a fucking joke right now. I don't know how you don't see it. You're a joke.
We're witnessing the World Economic Forum plan in action. They're going full speed ahead, and I believe people are completely resisting it on all fronts across the world. We're not seeing it in our media, but I think people are quietly resisting this globalist ideal, and this whole idea that we'll own nothing and be happy. Like, no, I want to own my house, and I want gas to be like under $2. Is that so much to ask for in this fucking world?
I think they really underestimated how important it was for Americans to I want my little piece of property.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna own my house. I want my car.
Yeah, I want to own that stuff. And renter society is going through the slums right now. Here in Denver, man, pretty much lockstep. All renters all leasers, if you will, landlords, they all raised the rent by either $400 or $1,200. I know someone whose rent went up $1,600. They were, yes, absolutely. I'm not exaggerating on any level. People's rents skyrocketed here in Denver in the last month. They were literally given a 3-week notice. Hey, next month we're raising your rent by boom. Take it or leave it.
And they found people to pay that rent?
Yeah, Mike. Colorado is up there with Arizona, Florida, Tennessee. People, I think conservatives left liberal places and moved to more conservative-leaning places.
They did, especially if you have kids and you can get them out. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, in Colorado, man, you can own your gun and smoke a doobie at the same time. It's a great place. It's a great place.
Yeah.
So Colorado,
really, it's all about how your governors and everything reacted to the drag queen story.
That's right. Yeah.
Transing the
oh,
kids
hey,
and,
Polis, he's a big. Yeah. He loves the drag queens. He loves, he's a fella-loving fella himself, right, Mike? So
he's a fella who does have sex with fellas.
He's a man who has sex with other men, as I've been told they like to be called now.
Yeah.
So, we're progressive, but not, totally progressive here. I think his time is up. You've heard me talk about this. I feel like because people want to have more of a DeSantis kind of place and a less Gavin Newsom kind of place. And
oh, yeah.
Is Pritzker, you've been hung up on Pritzker. Is he still in the top running there?
Oh, I think he's going to win.
Yeah?
He's probably going to win. Yeah, probably no problem.
What's the deal? Is it just the D in front of the name? Is that all it is?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Democrats don't learn.
Yeah.
Democrats do not learn.
Well, I feel like Illinois and Chicago specifically has a pretty large Latino base. Latinx. And, which is really...
Sorry, OC.
Sorry, AO-Checks. And I believe that group is really hard swinging right this year.
Yeah, but I think they're leaving, man. That's one of the groups that's leaving. I'm
really?
Telling you, man, there is a very hard demographic shift going on in Chicago. Very hard.
Are we witnessing all the red folk are leaving? Yeah. So all the blue folk are staying. So Chicago and LA and New York, they're going to get more blue, harder blue. And then all these other purple places and red places are going to get more red. Is that kind of what we're looking at here?
Yep. Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many houses I go into on the north side now that are like, the chick's got blue hair and a nose piercing.
Oh, no, the blue hairs, man. Ooh.
Yeah, what's with the blue hair? But the nose piercing too, through the middle of the nose, you know?
Yeah, I believe it's all connected in some weird psychological / actual poisoning where I think the blue toxins go in through their hair follicles into their skull, right? And it just attaches to the brain, and the brain turns blue, and then the piercing, it makes them asexual, right? Like the bulls in Italy, and it all kind of connects if you really think about it. It's all about depopulation, people.
What I don't understand is, why do you all, I don't know. Like, are you doing that to be an individual? And like,
the blue hair, they
like dye their hair, they get all these weird piercings, they wear these crazy outfits, right? It's like, okay, so you're clearly trying to stick out and, be whatever. But then now you're living in this one place where everybody's the same.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't stick out. You're just a normie in this place. I don't know. Is that what their goal is?
So I've had this, along with this poisoning of the brain, which is far-fetched and quite hilarious in my opinion, but I think something I did kind of pay attention to and realize with the, let's say, stupefaction or zombification of society in recent years, over the previous 10 or so years leading up to this time frame, everybody got covered in tattoos. Just head to toe, everybody, like even just regular folk, like an arm sleeve and thigh sleeve.
Yeah,
and
it became very popular.
There's no way that ink isn't poisoning your system on some level.
The Japanese have been doing it forever.
I'm telling you, I think we just had a mass poisoning of the populace through tattoos. Take a look around.
Maybe that's why they had to switch to vaccines, because people stopped getting tattoos.
That's right. Good call. Or not enough tattoos. Yeah, they weren't getting, so they got all the tattoo people, but no more tattoo people were around, right? They're maxed out on their tats, so now we got to stick the normie folk with the jabberino.
Got to find a way, yeah. Either that or bring the back tattoo back. The lower back.
You're talking about the tramp stamp? It's one of my favorite tattoos of all time. That was huge in the 90s. So here's the thing about the 90s, and I obsess over it. There were three things that the 90s were all about. It was tramp stamp, cleavage, and blowjobs. I'd love all of those things to come back. All of them.
Oh, man, yeah.
Can all of those things make a comeback, please?
Is that what Trump meant by Make America Great Again?
Yes!
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, you're right.
Bring it back to the old days,
Tramp stamps,
man.
boob cleavage,
and blowjobs. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, ladies. Let's make this country great again.
The challenge here is on the women.
Chicago. Listen, I've been around Chicago. The men are showing plenty of boob cleavage. There's way too much man cleavage.
Way too much.
We need woman cleavage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's where my head is at right now. And also, I saw a meme. I cannot verify the accuracy of this meme, but it was Victoria's Secret's 2012 versus 2022, and the top picture of 2012 had the models that, Mike, we fondly remember from our youths, Just the
Leonardo's
classic
girlfriends.
Yeah, all of Leo's girls. Yeah, but not those. They're way too old. 2012, come on.
Oh, Leo's exes.
Yeah. Leo's exes. But the 2022 models, and I mean this very kindly. There's three. I'll be fair. There are two clinically obese women, and one somewhere, in that mid zone.
Man, I'm just happy you said women. I really thought you were going to say men.
Wait, I didn't finish what I was about to describe to you.
Oh, God!
There's two I would consider clinically obese women. There's one that's a larger lady. There is a there's a woman with multi-color patching going on, who's medium style. There's an Asian looking lady.
Dude, do you have that? Like when you get tan, do you have spots that are white that don't get as tan?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really look at it.
I have that. I forgot what the name of it is, but this one guy told me, he's like, "Thank God you're not black," because I would have that. I'd be like that with the patchy.
Yeah, no, it's common. You know,
I have that.
Yeah,
I have that all over my fucking back, where like it doesn't tan.
Wow. Yes, I mean it's just skin pigmentation is really there's a lot of variables going on there for many different people, and then to the far right of this picture though of the Victoria's Secrets of 2022, there is this person thing.
This lady fella.
I can't even throw fella into it. It's like an alien. It almost looks like David Bowie. Almost. Like I don't know what's happening with it. The hair is. It's so crazy. It is like an alien, and it's all the way on the right of this picture for Victoria's Secrets 2022. And man, please, folks, we need to make a big push in the next year to get back to cleavage,
to women,
and blowjobs. What was my other one?
Tramp stamp.
And the tramp stamp. Give me that tramp stamp.
The real question is, what is Dr. Fauci's tramp stamp?
Mike, it's the Pfizer symbol. We all know that. Come on, dude.
It's Pfizer, but if you look really close underneath, you can see it's covering up AZT. It was from the 80s and then, the 90s.
Oh, man. On his left arm, he has the heart with the arrow through it, and on the heart it says Dashik. I don't know if you've seen that tattoo.
I was thinking he has a broken heart, but then, like, all the check marks, like 50 check marks, like dashes.
Oh, yeah.
It's all the babies he killed.
The orphans. Oh.
The orphans. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I jerk off to the faces every day.
Dude. Oh, man. And then on his cheek, he always has to do a lot of makeup to cover up the teardrop marks for all the beagle puppies that he murdered throughout those years. You know the teardrops? Oh my God.
Poor guy.
I love Fauci. I can't wait till he comes back, and he will, Mike. We will see a lot more Fauci very soon.
How all the war heroes, everything, they have like the eagle with the American flag across their chest.
Right.
He has the panda chewing on bamboo with the Chinese flag. Just going across his whole chest.
That's good, dude. That's good. The panda instead of the eagle. I like that. For China, me personally, considering modern times, I would have a Pooh Bear eating some honey.
Oh, fuck. I was going to say Pooh Bear, but now we're kicked out of China, dude. We need to get some Chinese listeners. There's a billion of them, man.
And banned from YouTube. Once again. Suck it, YouTube.
What? Why is John Cena at my door? What's going on here? Alright, can we take a break? I gotta go talk to this guy.
He's just there to beat you to a pulp, Mike. Be careful.
Why is he in his whitey tighties? What is this?
Can we get John Cena some pants? Pants!
I'm gonna need the Rock.